We are so connected as an organization. We have boots on the ground in literally every market across the US, from Collective Genius members to 1.3 million clients in our database to over 85 boots on the ground licensed real estate agents that hang their license with us through Keller Williams. Did you guys have any idea the reach that we have? Don't make the mistake of living in northern Idaho and thinking that we are isolated in this beautiful little town. No, we are nationwide, and we have footprints in people everywhere. They have to make a decision. They have to decide. Am I to the point that I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make a positive change? You need to decide. So, Mr. and Mrs. Caller, are you ready to make a decision to improve your future? Yes or no? Now, as we look to improve your future, we need to first define what does wealthy even mean? I want to get rich. You know, for some of you in this room right now, if I handed you $50,000 in cash, you would in your mind think I am rich because 50 grand is rich to you. So when you talk to a client, you have to gauge their belief system about money. If you start talking about millions and millions of dollars in return, you're going to alienate the majority because they don't believe that they could ever earn $1 million. You got to think small. So, Mr. and Mrs. Caller, you're number one. What all I want to do, you make $50,000 a year. All I want to do is replace your income in year one and help you make an additional $50,000 to your current income. Now, let me ask you this question. If your boss walked in tomorrow and said, hey, I will give you a $50,000 a year raise, but I need you to spend 20 grand to go to this conference, would you go? It's still a $30,000 increase. Well, that's what I'm telling you. You're going to invest $20,000. You're going to come to Lee's Inner Circle. You're going to make it minimum $50,000 if that's your current income. If their current income is $100,000, then they're going to make $100,000. Simply get them thinking about doubling their current income. That's believable. For a goal to be achievable, it must be believable. So don't give them these pie-in-the-sky numbers about millions of dollars in private jets and Grant Cardone sitting on the engine of his airplane. No. Get them thinking realistically. Get them excited, but realistically. Okay? Step number 3 on how to get rich. You need information. You must assemble information before you can acquire wealth. Now, this is where you have to be cautious. Your job as a sales professional is not to coach or train or educate. Your job is to excite and influence. The education is what they're buying. We will take care of the education. Give them enough information to get them excited, but not so much information that they feel like they've learned enough they can now go do it. Well, you know, Lee, I just attended the funding tour. I got 8 hours of good training and information. I'm going to go try that first and see if I can make that happen. Okay, great. You know, I had an uncle who needed brain surgery. And so he went to the hospital, and there was a doctor there who had been a brain surgeon. It was his first time. And he watched an 8-hour free informational seminar on how to do brain surgery. Do you think my uncle should go to that guy? No, that would be stupid. Right, and so would attempting to invest in real estate after attending an 8-hour training. Are you kidding me? You're going to be going up against guys like Lee Arnold, who's been in the business 30 years and makes millions and millions of dollars a year. Do you honestly think you have a chance of competing or beating that guy? Did you guys know that I'm part of a mastermind group called the Collective Genius? Okay? The Collective Genius is the premier mastermind for volume real estate investors nationwide. And it is territory specific. I own the Pacific Northwest, which means nobody else in Spokane or Coeur d'Alene can join Collective Genius unless I quit. It's exclusive to me. There's 300 of us in Collective Genius. We all have exclusive territories around the country. The criteria for admission is you must flip at least 50 homes a year minimum, and you must profit at least $1 million a year in profit to gain admission. Now, the person who just watched the 8-hour free seminar is going to be competing against us. Are you really going to send them to a gunfight with a slingshot? Probably not. They need more education, more knowledge. Now, when they join our system, if they find themselves competing with one of my fraternity brothers in Collective Genius, I will happily make a call on their behalf and say, hey, this is one of my clients. Can you throw them a bone and help them out on this deal? We are so connected as an organization. We have boots on the ground in literally every market across the US, from Collective Genius members to 1.3 million clients in our database to over 85 boots on the ground licensed real estate agents that hang their license with us through Keller Williams. Did you guys have any idea the reach that we have? Don't make the mistake of living in northern Idaho and thinking that we are isolated in this beautiful little town. No, we are nationwide, and we have footprints in people everywhere. So do they want to join us as an ally and an advocate, or do they want to say no to us and become our competitor? I don't care either way, but they should.